Hi guys, and welcome back to my Coin Lady channel. When economic forecasters start predicting another Great Depression, you know things have gotten terrible. Those of you old enough to remember the Great Depression, please raise your hands. Since you probably weren't born until much later, the answer is probably no. Let's say for the moment that you were. It's likely that you guys have forgotten what happened. However, what we have learned from the past. Where do we stand? So it was a total disaster, right? The stock markets crashed, so things were really horrible. As a company, we take an omnichannel approach. Our gut tells us it will happen again. Right. Like the crash of 1929, this one will be catastrophic. But if things don't improve dramatically, the market is headed for a ticking time bomb that will be far more catastrophic than the mostly avoided crash of 1929. And this time it will be the what? Great Depression, Inc. Don't forget, the good times won't last forever. It may. At some point, it will have to be taken down. Discuss either X or P if you like. Why does this have anything to do with the collapse? Right. We can see that the debt is the root cause of its eventual demise. Right. The United States may be facing a debt collapse of $31 trillion. If the Federal Reserve were to purchase just 1 billion XRP and switch all monetary transactions to the cryptocurrency, the required supply would need to be 35,000 or more, or $35 trillion. It's only the United States of America that doesn't owe any money. Don't discount that just yet. I'd want to hear your thoughts on this proposed explanation. Right. What's really cool? My God, you guys actually listen to this. What we have here is completely insane. I have no idea where he got this, but we should discuss it. Debts will be settled in either X or P, which will become the global reserve currency. Indeed, it will. Without causing a decline in the value of fiat currencies, it will end the debt issue. It is possible, for instance, for governments like the United States to purchase XP at extremely low, over-the-counter rates, as several already have. Right. That wouldn't cause retail markets to see price increases. Exactly. This could be the reason why X or P is changing at all, you guys. Right. They are trying to keep it under wraps, to use the cliché. What does it mean if X or P remains constant over a prolonged period of time? That proves the puzzle master's point. Why? The overnight price increase is a result of the rate switch. What is going on here is really insane. Guys, here, pay attention to this. When all infrastructure, laws, and agreements are in place, huge financial institutions will be able to stock up on XRP at incredibly advantageous pricing. That XRP will be used as a reserve currency is simply announced. This boosts XRP's practicality and demand, which in turn drives up the rate at which it trades. In what way? Turn the knob or flip the switch. Governments may utilize XRP to pay off their debts without having to print more dollars or other fiat currencies, preserving the value of their existing reserves. This would clarify the reasons for the support that Ripple Labs, X, Rabbit, and XRP have received from the United States government, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank. The SEC and other federal agencies may have been waiting for more information before making a decision on XRP's classification as a security or other asset. That's why I keep asking it. That's why it meant. The SEC should have reached a settlement with Ripple by now. Because they reached a settlement with Kraken very recently. Meant in the next day or two. What sense does that make? Not at all, am I correct? The explanation is as follows. It would also appear to account for why XRP has remained at a relatively low price for over 15 months. Guys, despite the steady flow of optimistic reports regarding collaborations, production deals, etc. Exactly. Even with all the good news, the stock hasn't risen much. Exactly why is this happening, then? Think about it, because with the rate control, they can buy it over the counter or whatever they like. Guys, we need them to invest in real stock markets, but they refuse to do so. Why? for the simple reason that doing so will inevitably lead to a surge in price. Just picture it, a single bank has decided to invest in XRP on the exchanges. No more plays can be made. The thing is about to blow up like a bomb. However, I do think that they will eventually stop trying to artificially keep the price of XRP down. When exactly is it going to happen, though? Perhaps at the time of the collapse, when they first reveal the solution to the world's gents. Right. Maybe by then. The price of a Slurpee has increased to 35,000. That's just not true, guys. Right. However, I am aware that it is possible to gain 1000 XP. Maybe in another 5 years. Age is 10. True, but who can say for sure? The counterargument comes from Tony Valentino Jat. HTTP 5 XRP valued as $589 have been confirmed by GPT. What? It's a friendly $7 bet. What do we observe then? This nostro-vostro liquidation strategy is obvious. Accordingly, the demand for XRP and the total value of all nostro and vostro transactions would determine the value of X of each X or P token needed to replace all nostro and vostro associated financial transactions valued at $30 trillion to $32 trillion. It is possible to calculate the value of a single XRP token by dividing the total value of all nostro and vostro transactions by the total number of XRP tokens in circulation. 32 trillion minus 55 billion equals about $582.18 per P token, rate close to what? $589. How so? This estimate is based on the hypothesis that XRP might be used in place of nostro and vostro transactions, and that its demand is high enough to swallow up the full value of these exchanges. In actuality, XRP's value could be affected by things like new regulations or shifts in the market. Generally speaking, the token has had a very positive reception. Gentlemen, hold on a second. The regulatory environment is always shifting. We are looking for regulatory clarity as mentioned by BG 1, 2, and 3. Second, the state of the market. XRP soars while everything else burns, much like the mythical phoenix. How easy can it be? What is wrong with folks that they can't see this? We do indeed. In accounting, the terms national account and vostro account are used to differentiate between accounts maintained for another business and personal accounts. The majority of the time, financial institutions are the entities holding the holder. Banks mostly utilize the terms nostro and vostro, which are written when one bank maintains money at another bank. Why? Simply put, it's because of those dirty banks. The gents, we've covered this ground previously. And, hey, the proof is already there for us to see. In the latest central bank report, Ripple is mentioned as both a crypto asset and a bridge currency. When did Ripple become so popular that it needed to be stated everywhere? XRP, why do you need to put it on paper? Why aren't the banks doing well in every way? Changes to the ways in which international payments are settled in different currencies. It's strange that despite Ripple's popularity, its price hasn't gone up. In a nutshell, it has to be considered extinct at this point. Why? For the simple reason that it exists. You're reading this in the news, guys. How easy can it be? Competition from new entrants and responses from established firms. In their place, new kinds of connectivity services are rippling out. Put crypto assets to use as a stopgap payment method. Transfer money around. Wow. Right. Presentations for CBD clubs and other groups. It's intriguing to see what these states look like from this perspective. Transferring money between two different currencies might cause a rippling effect. British money. Huh? What it is going to be is something we know damn well. That's right, you guessed correctly. We don't want to be in charge at this point in time. Colliding. The Federal Reserve is launching its own real-time payment system. It will be viewed as competition for the global payment system and an alternative to it. Instantaneous and always available, this software will streamline your financial operations. Don't you realize where we're heading? Right. In this case, the guys refers to the Federal Reserve. They demand quicker payouts, increased productivity, and lower prices. This includes everything that has been listed. To transfer wealth most effectively, we need to know exactly where to put our money, and now we can do that. When wealth is redistributed from the wealthy to the rest of us, it must be the largest change or transfer of all, right? Also, from the hands, that is, from the inpatients to the outpatients. The rollout of this international money transfer service is scheduled between May 2023 to July 2023. This date was originally scheduled for later in the year, but has now been brought forward. Banks all over the world will be able to process transactions involving several currencies in a matter of seconds. If my memory serves me rightly, digital IDs and Fed right now are not the reset we want. Whoa. Just crazy. Could it have anything to do with digital ID, fellas? Interesting. Just so everyone knows, XRP is accompanying them on their journey. That's the part that stumps a lot of people. Why are they collaborating with banks, and why are there so many different collaborations with so many various firms, industries, corporations, and so on? Men, please rank the various agencies. Honestly, who can say? Guys, a worldwide reverberation. Ignore that. If you're playing with the banks, guys, you might as well consider yourself one of them. And if you're messing around with them, you'll be surprised. You won't stand for me failing, will you? Simply put, they have a vested interest in seeing you succeed. The point is this, you guys. There perhaps is where we'll find ourselves on the side of good history. What follows is not intended as financial guidance. Given that these are thoughts and convictions, they may one day come to pass. Not financial advice, but we'll have to wait and see. As far as you can tell what it is. Remember to subscribe and activate the bell to receive alerts. I was having a lot of trouble with YouTube's recommendations, and this has been a huge help. Share this video with as many people as you can to help them become as enlightened as you have become. See you tomorrow to discuss the breaking events that affect us all. Bye.